It was past midnight. The city was asleep. But inside a shining glass penthouse, footsteps echoed across the marble floor. Richard Sterling, a millionaire known for his arrogance, had come down for a glass of water. But what he saw in the living room stopped him in his tracks. A young cleaning woman sat on the floor, a small flashlight in her hand. And on her lap was not her phone, not a magazine, but a heavy book of advanced calculus. Richard's eyes narrowed. "What is this nonsense?" he barked. The woman looked up calmly. Her name was Kesha Williams. She was only 26, wearing a simple cleaner's uniform, her hair tied back. "Sir," she said softly, "I finished my work. Now I'm just studying." Richard's voice thundered through the penthouse. "You're paid to mop these floors, not to waste time pretending to be smart. Do you even understand that book? You're nothing but a cleaner." But Kesha did not argue. She simply closed the book gently and smiled. That quiet smile unsettled Richard more than any words could. For 6 months, Kesha had worked in that penthouse. She was invisible to Richard. She cleaned, she dusted, she left. No one ever noticed her. But that night something had changed. Richard could not get her face out of his mind. The calm eyes, the quiet confidence. The very next day, in anger, he fired her. "Get out. I don't want to see you again." Kesha stood tall and replied, "Never underestimate those who work in silence. One day, you might regret it." Her words echoed in Richard's mind long after she had gone. The truth was, Kesha was no ordinary cleaner. She had graduated in economics from a respected university. But poverty, discrimination, and rejection had pushed her to the margins. She applied to dozens of companies. Each time, doors were slammed in her face. Not enough experience. Not the right background. So Kesha decided to change her path. If the front door was closed, she would find another way in. Taking a cleaning job in Richard's penthouse was her strategy. It gave her access to a world she wanted to understand. She listened quietly while executives discussed deals. She read documents left on tables. She memorized numbers, contracts, names. Every night she studied, not for herself, but for a greater purpose. Richard, meanwhile, was celebrated as a genius businessman, but his empire was built on fraud, bribes, and broken promises. Behind the luxury, there were shadows. Kesha saw it all, and she started collecting evidence, slowly, carefully, patiently. One evening at the public library, she met Marcus, a journalist. Marcus had long suspected Richard, but lacked proof. When Kesha shared what she had seen, the missing pieces finally came together. For weeks, they worked in secret. Kesha typed reports, scanned documents, explained financial tricks. Marcus shaped it into a story the world could not ignore. Then came Monday morning. Headlines screamed across every newspaper. "Millionaire Richard Sterling exposed for massive corporate fraud." News anchors shouted his name on television. Government officials announced investigations. Investors fled. His empire crumbled in days. Richard sat alone in his grand office, staring at the chaos. "How could this happen?" he whispered. And then, Kesha walked in, no uniform this time. She wore a simple blue dress, her head high, her eyes steady. "Remember me?" she asked. "You once told me I was only fit to clean floors. But today, I cleaned up something much bigger." "Your lies," Richard's face went pale. He finally realized the truth. The woman he had mocked was the one who destroyed him. Months passed. Richard's empire was gone. He was facing trial, his wealth frozen, his name stained forever. And Kesha? She joined a leading financial consulting firm as an analyst. Her mother finally retired peacefully. Her sisters returned to school. She proved to the world, and to herself, that silence can be powerful. That knowledge in the hands of the underestimated can change destinies. Because revenge is one thing. But turning injustice into justice? That is true victory. So the next time you look down on someone, remember Kesha's story. The world's most dangerous weapon is not money, not power, but a determined heart armed with knowledge.